Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on this channel in which we're going to turn 1000 USDT into 1 million USDT and we're going to have a 1000x Bitcoin challenge. So let's just dive right into it, guys. So there is 2-3 days I've not may create a video because I had an emergency this weekend, but here I am today covering the last 2 to 3 days of the challenge. So when it comes down to Bitcoin price, guys, the last 2 hours and the last couple of days as well, we see that Bitcoin is on a downtrend. We had a small correction, which is pretty normal after this huge rally towards the upside. We had to see a pullback, okay? And that's what we have seen right now. And also we had the Bitcoin conference in ending 3 days ago, 2-3 days ago. And historically at the Bitcoin conference, we always had a pullback. So that's another reason as well that we may saw this pullback. And we may start recovering slowly right now. But that's it for Bitcoin price action the last 3 days. Right now it's sitting at 105,000 with a great pump last hour. And that's it for price action. When it comes down to our challenge, we are down like almost 400 USDT. But the algorithm, the bot itself, made us 65 USDT the last 3-4 days. Only itself, which counterpart is minus 20% of price action since the all-time high we compounded the profits. So it's been going good, consolidation and a pullback right now, as you have seen here, but it's pretty normal, and also the algorithm continues making money for us. So that's going great. I'm still optimistic, guys, and I still believe that we're going to see higher prices towards the next months and the end of the year. And of course, we're going to take advantage of it. Okay. And I'm positive because I see that the global M2 supply is continue growing, and you see the Bitcoin price that correlates with Bitcoin or with global M2 with an offset of 70 to 90 to 100 days. It depends, and it changes. But everything shows that Bitcoin will continue going up. Of course, it will have pullbacks as you see here and here and here and here. So that's normal. So we will see where Bitcoin will end uh, towards the end of the year, maybe early next year, and what will be the top for this cycle, or if the 4 year cycles will have an end and will continue having a more steady growth towards the upside. But we will see. So let's go and track our equity because we haven't the last 3-4 days. So we tracked the daily equity, and here you can see, guys, that we've been dropping the last days. Right now we're slowly recovering, um, and we are up like 28% because we deposited 1,400 so far. Okay, and we are at 1,800, and here you can see the chart of the price action, not the price action, the daily equity. That being said, guys, let's track some daily news. So we have Meta officially rejects shareholder proposal to add Bitcoin to their treasury. But for them, they will regret it and they will eventually buy in a later point, a later time, and in a bigger price. Lawrence Lepard says in 20 years she can easily see Bitcoin hitting $7 million per coin. 20 years are a lot of time ahead of us, and yeah, definitely we'll have 4 or 5 more, maybe six more halvings. So definitely we can be in a bigger prices, in a higher prices, in my opinion. I don't know if that will be the number there, but it will be bigger than and higher than right now. Also, we have a new record in Bitcoin hash rate. We are, I think, not 920 exahash. We reached 1 zettahash, which is amazing. And the more hash rate per second, the stronger the Bitcoin network gets. Another news, we have President Trump and Chinese President expecting to have a phone call each other this week to discuss trade talks. We will see what happens there. And also we had the Fed court kind of canceling President Trump's tariffs, but we'll see how it will end. Also, Florida-based private jet leader BitLux now accepts Bitcoin and crypto for payments. That's absolutely great. Because who has access to private jets? Like multimillionaires and billionaires. So when they will start buying Bitcoin, prices will eventually go even higher. And again, we have a new post from Michael Saylor that today he's going to announce that he bought an amount of Bitcoin the last week, which is good. Kind of have my concerns for Michael regarding the proof of reserves and proof of owning Bitcoin, but I will leave it up to him. He knows something. Maybe I don't, but we will see. And of course, we have MetaPlanet, Japanese public company, buying another 1,088 Bitcoin for $117 million, and they now hold 8,888 Bitcoin. That's great. More and more companies are buying more and more Bitcoin. And also today, Jerome Powell will speak at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and depending on what he will talk about and what he will mention, if he mentions quantitative easing or rate cuts or not rate cuts or not quantitative easing, instead of quantitative tightening, markets will have, of course, a reaction to this speech, and also we will see volatility depending on the speech towards the upside or the downside. And that's it for the news, guys. I believe the last 3 days. So, prices on a downtrend. I believe going to recover next days and weeks, and we're going to take advantage of the volatility, of course. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow in the next one. And if you like that type of content, please leave a like, subscribe, and also activate the bell ring so you don't miss any new video. And of course, one very, very important thing that none of this is financial advice, and please do your own research if you consider copy trading my strategy, which I will leave a link in the description if you want to do that. But also before you do that, please go and check the two videos in the description for full beginner training on leverage trading. Okay. So that being said, I will see you tomorrow in the next one, guys.